Hello everybody, it's Rob from Making It Fun. Welcome to another Storytime version. I am up in Sisters, Oregon, an enchanted little community. And of course I'm sitting outside and I wanted to be inside the stitching post, the big quilt shop up here in Sisters, Oregon, but it is too full of people for me to even record anything. 44 years ago, roughly today, or maybe tomorrow when the show starts, Jean Wells had a dream to hang a few little quilts outside of her shop on a Saturday to see if people would be excited about them. And since then, this has been a community that's been super open to the arts and accepting all of those fiber folks that come here to learn and create and study. And it's just been a fantastic time. Now, I've been coming for about 12 years as an educator for the Quilters Affair Week. That's why my voice is shot. We have started this week out, well, it starts for me on a Sunday morning about 4 a.m. with a 13-hour drive from Morro Bay, California, all the way up to Sisters, Oregon. Laura, would you sing me a quick song? It's been a long day.
I would. I'm so happy you're here, Rob, because you have so much Appell, you know. So we're glad to see you, Frieda and I. Say hello.
And
hello.
Frieda Anderson and Laura Wazolowski, and I could not have had a more beautiful welcome. Is that amazing or what downstairs? Laura Wazolowski singing me a song? I usually arrive in the evening. My good buddy Scott Hansen from Blue Nickel Studios is awaiting for me. We always like to share a room together. We have a blast, and he brings Lego toys for me. Come on, it doesn't get any better than that, right? Mike, you gotta wait for me. So we generally get settled in, then Monday morning we'll start off, and there are about 35 teachers. We take over an entire high school, the Sisters High School. That's right, we become the Outlaws. That is their mascot, and we have a blast. We dine together in the front lawn or in the cafeteria. They put up the Wendy's Wish. All the postcards that are done by all the educators, and that is to raise money for cancer awareness. So we have a full week of classes that run from about 8:30 in the morning till about 3:30 every afternoon. There's about 35 teachers teaching a huge variety of art, quilting, traditional quilting, piecing, dyeing of fabrics. It's incredible, right? And then in the evenings, we have all kinds of activities also. Now, one of the highlights for me is the teacher dinner, the welcome dinner at Jean Wells' home. Okay, here we go. The end of Monday, day one of teaching. We are walking down to the end of this street to go have the teacher's dinner at Jean Wells' home. This is an honor to be invited. Scott Hansen, Blue Nickel Studios. It's an honor to drive this guy around all week. Now you're gonna meet some really cool people. I'll do my best to remember everyone's names. I will not get it all right. I'm assuming I'm gonna walk up to a lawn full of quilt squares, and we're gonna choose our favorite quilt squares that were sent in from all over the place. All right, here we go. Sue Spargo. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Would you like to say something to the world, Sue?
Stopped at the border.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Would you like to state your name and position at the Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show?
I am volunteer extraordinaire.
Oh, you have been practicing that.
Volunteer Valorie.
My other friend, Tula Pink, is standing right there. In case you don't recognize all these people from the other side of the video. Okay, so back to the wall of quilts. Here, will you want to be my cameraman?
Is it already recording or no?
It should be. Is there red light flashing?
Yeah.
Okay, so the front door of the incredible entryway to Jean's home is all carved from one giant piece of wood to obviously replicate. There's the handle. I'm giving, hello.
Hi, visitor.
Giving the tour. So you see on the other side of the door the beautiful carving. But even more importantly and impressively, the door was patterned after the quilt. Hello, Sarah Fielke. Would you like to say hello?
I really wouldn't. You know how you said about traditionally shy people?
Are you a traditionally sly? Did you just turn 3 new shades of red?
No, I sat outside with Tula in the
Oh,
sun.
I saw you at lunch with Tula at lunch
I am
today.
totally sunburned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Carlton Bailly there. Jen, you want to say hello?
Hi.
No? Hi! And so we all gather there for an incredible catered meal and the most beautiful backdrop sunset of the Cascade Mountains. The sisters are there. Those are the mountains. That's how the town gets its name. We all dine together, we fellowship together, we talk about the week, we get our assignments, we get our marching orders, and off we go. Freddy Moran, how are you doing?
Just great.
May I have a hug? You know, I'm going to tell a quick story. The very first night I came to this dinner, I got to walk in with you on my arm. You remember that?
I do remember.
I think that was 11 or 12 years back now.
Probably.
Ann Shaw, have I introduced the world to Ann Shaw yet? I don't think so.
I don't think
Another
so,
wonderful
Rob.
friend of mine. Tuesday morning to class, and on Tuesday, of course, is also the big bingo night. For years, I've been Scott Hansen. Of course, I have the perfect uniform for it. I show up looking like a referee to keep control over the crowd. This year, we had over 350 people come. It's a big fundraiser, and we love doing it, but we've also started creating a quilt. Scott started creating a quilt, making the quilt, and then I'll quilt that quilt top, and we give that quilt away as our big grand finale.
Oh, 68!
Bingo, sudden draw bingo, blood sport bingo, whatever you want to call it. So far, it hasn't ever gotten too ugly, but we've now given away 3 quilts over 3 years, and it's turning into quite the show. So bingo on Tuesday nights is a huge highlight. This year, we had on Wednesday a new special event. It was myself against none other than the Tula Pink. I'm getting ready to get in there and participate in the big showdown. This is the first year we're doing it. My competitor, Tula Pink, I plan to clean some house. Team Appell taking the stage. Getting psyched up, beveraged up. We each had a team of 5 other individuals, so 2 teams of 6, and we had 2 hours and 2 bundles of fat quarters to create a quilt top. Those quilt tops were then raffled off throughout the evening.
Your beautiful, lovely 3 sisters.
Designed by the lovely Violet Craft. Violet.
How do you like them apples?
Violet.
Thank you to my wonderful team. That was so much fun. Thank you to my wonderful competitor. That was so much fun.
We sold lots and lots and lots and lots of tickets, of course, and all that goes as a fundraiser to help keep this Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show, which is a non-profit show, completely free and open to the public, but it does take an awful lot of money to keep the show going. So this is one of the things we like to do. A gentleman named Jonathan, who is now in his mid, maybe even late 20s, started making quilts when he was 13 years old in Southern California, and I saw him enter the building, I gave him a hug, I saw him buy a bunch of raffle tickets, and yes, I got to hand him the quilt, confirmed that he had the winning raffle ticket. Jonathan won the quilt that my team created, and that makes me feel even more excited because it just reminds me of the togetherness. It reminds me of why we all come together and quilt together, why fiber is such a bonding, pun intended, agent for all of us, and why all of these people, hundreds, thousands of people travel to Sisters every year for the togetherness factor. Everybody's included, everybody counts, everybody's art is honored, respected, and important here. So please, if you've never come to be part of the Quilters Affair and learn from the fantastic group of educators, really consider it, put it on your bucket list. It's a must-do for sure. Thursday, of course, and Thursday, me personally, I was doing a second day of a 2-day class, which is good because I slept through most of it. I was exhausted from the showdown, but we had a good time. Thursday evening, we always do a nice special evening lecture. We had a great presentation on the concept of wonder, dreaming, and imagination. And then on Friday, which is just in an hour, well, it is Friday while I'm recording this, so in just about an hour from now, I'm gonna head back over to the high school for the final event, the meet and greet. I did my trunk show this morning. It was beautiful, so I had the afternoon off. I'm out capturing the rest of the footage to tell the rest of the story.
Here's a beautiful example of one of Valerie's block printed pieces here. These wonderful mini pieces here are created by Jean Wells, on display and also for sale.
And then I'm gonna wander back over, hit the appetizer bar, get myself a nice sparkling water, of course.
Jean,
I took
Did you actually cook dinner for all of these people?
Of course.
Of course you did.
After the lovely dinner at the high school, we will get to see none other than Laura Wazalowski and Frieda Anderson, some of the crazy hot fusers from none other than lovely Elgin, Illinois. And I have seen these ladies perform before, I have seen Laura perform before, and she is a must. Absolute incredible trunk show she puts on, and I'm assuming that Frieda will just make it twice as good. So thanks for following along on this fun storytime travel journey at Making It Fun. I hope you're feeling equally as inspired and creative, and one of these days I'm sure I will see all of you in Sisters, Oregon.